Yo, what's good on today's video? I got the how to make a quest system. I've done a good amount of videos on different quest systems and stuff like that. It's just a simple kill your NPC quest or kill an enemy quest and stuff, but I'm just showing you guys with UI because I feel like I haven't really showed people how to do like UI where like you walk up to the NPC, you use a proximity prompt to trigger a prompt, and then text UI appears like, oh, do an accept so and so quest. So I'm gonna show you guys a little brief thing like that. So let's go ahead and get straight into the video. Okay, so first things first, let's go ahead and head on over to replicated storage, insert a remote event, rename said remote event to quest event. Then let's go ahead and create the UI first. We'll knock that out. So inside of starter GUI, insert a screen GUI. Then you're going to rename said screen GUI to quest GUI, right? And then we're gonna go ahead and insert a frame. And then we can just drag this, like, I don't know, like right here, so like the player can see the NPC. So then I'm gonna probably make the size like, oh, I don't want to say 300 by 100, maybe like, oh, I didn't have to do that. 300 by, wait, I'm confused. That's 300. Oh, I'm tripping. X is to the right. I'm tripping. Anyway, so 300 by, yeah, that's what I was saying. So okay, so let's do this actually. Maybe, yeah, let's make this a little skinnier. So like, I think actually 200, or no, 225. Let's do this 225 by 225. I think that looks nice. I lied. That does not look nice. Okay, we're gonna do 250 by 250. All right. So we're then gonna set the background color. You guys can set the colors, the fonts, and all that, all the customization. That's completely up to you guys. And so this is just how I'm gonna do it. Y'all already know I do not make UI. Just doing this simply for demonstration purposes. I'm then gonna insert a UI stroke. Let me go ahead and make this color. Set this color to like, I guess like a. Trying to think. I guess, yeah, like white, and then I'll set the frames border. I'll give the frame like a nice border, like a nice black border. So we got something like that, right? And then you're gonna rename this frame to quest. Frame naming is very important as we'll have to reference stuff in the script, so make sure you name things the exact same way I'm doing it, unless you know what you're doing, but you probably don't. So moving forward, we're then going to go ahead and insert a text. Let's do the text label first. Insert a text label. You're gonna put it like in the top middle and stuff. Let's go ahead and make the size. Let's make it like 200, maybe like 200 by like 125 perhaps. Yeah, I think that should be good. So like, yeah, then we'll just like throw this at the top, and then this will be our quest text label. So boom, text label. So all information will go here. So set the text to bold, rich text, scale text. Like I said, I'm gonna just set the font to what did I even do? Not Ahmad. Was it Armo? I forgot. What was it called? I think it was, yeah, it was that. So then I'm gonna just put some placeholder text. So I'm gonna just say quest text goes here, right? Then I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna just duplicate the UI stroke, Control plus D, then boom. Then I'm gonna set this background trend. I'm gonna set the background color to nice dark black. Then the UI stroke will be white, and then I'll make this a border, right? And then I will set the text color for the text label equal to white. Then of course text stroke transparency will be set to 0, and text stroke color will be black. Boom, right? So we'll do something like that. Quest text goes here. Then I'm going to go ahead and insert a text button, or we'll wrap this up with the text buttons, or the option buttons, I should say. So then we're going to have to make these clearly a lot smaller. So like maybe, okay, maybe not that small. Like 100 by, I think like 100 by 100 should be good. So yeah. So this is going to be choice 1 text button. Should be 2 choices. So choice 1 text button, then we'll just by default we'll set the text equal to accept, but you will probably change this and stuff based on whatever quest it is. This will just be our default text. Then text color is equal to white, text stroke transparency is equal to 0, text stroke color is equal to black, and then I'm gonna do the same. I think that was the same. I really don't remember. So then get nice and a nice dark black. Oh wait, no, I want like, yeah, a nice dark gray, I should say. So boom, accept. Then you're gonna duplicate this, Control plus D, bam, and then we're going to go ahead and drag this over here. Then rename this to choice 2 text button. Then set the text to decline, right? Again, just placeholder text. And then that's it for the UI. That's all we're going to do. By default, obviously, we'll set the Quest GUI to, we will disable it so it's not enabled, and then we will enable it, when the time comes. So then let's go ahead and set up our Quest NPC in, like our Quest giver and our enemy NPC. Okay, so simply click Avatar, Rig Builder, or if you already have your model, whatever. So, boom, I have NPC right here. I'm going to rename this one to Quest Giver. Boom. I'm going to go ahead and insert a proximity prompt inside of the quest giver. Then I'm going to rename this proximity prompt to quest prompt, right? Then, yeah. Then I'm going to duplicate this, Control plus D. And this will just simply be our enemy just for, just a demonstration purpose. So I'm just naming it enemy, right? And then obviously delete the quest prompt. And then, yeah. So then let's go on ahead and let's get to the scripting. So insert a local script into the start. We'll open up starter player, then insert a local script into starter player scripts. Rename the script to quest script in parentheses, put local. Boom. Delete print hello world. Create 3 variables. First, create a variable for the quest remote event. So quest event is equal to game that replicated storage is equal to quest event. Then create a variable for the local player so we can reference the UI is equal to game.players.localPlayer. Then create a variable for the quest GUI. So quest GUI is equal to player.player GUI. Wait for child quest GUI. We'll set up the first function. So function. Then we'll say end function. In parentheses, you're going to put function 1, function 2, enter. Then you're going to say function 1 disconnect. I'm about to explain this because some people might be confused. So function 2 disconnect. Okay. So you guys know how you can go to an NPC for like sometimes some NPCs may have multiple different quests and stuff, right? Or like an NPC can say different things depending on the situation and stuff like that, right? The like making that is kind of complex and stuff, like as in like you got to make sure you use the if statements correctly and all that stuff. And you also have to make sure you disconnect the function. Like say you set up a function where like if you press choice 1, which is like let's say by default it's like let's say it's giving you the option to want to accept a quest or decline a quest. And let's say you set up a function where if you press choice 1 it'll accept the quest, right? So what happens if you accept the quest, complete the quest, get the reward and everything, and then you try to complete another quest and you try to accept taking the quest on, but then it gives you the reward twice. That's because the function is connected to that, like, that piece of code. So by disconnecting the function, it will not be triggered and stuff, or the code will not run for that function until, it's like reconnected and stuff, right? So I hope that makes sense, but yeah. So that's the point of that function. So then we're going to say quest event, the on client event connect function. In parentheses, you're going to put event type, comma, or 1, enter. So then we're going to set up an if statement. If event type is equal to quest, of course, then create a variable. So you're going to say quest type. So quest type is equal to arg1. Then set up an if statement. So if quest type is equal to start, right? Enter, you're going to create a variable for the quest NPC. So quest NPC is equal to workspace.quest, or you call it quest giver, it doesn't matter, whatever you want to call it. So you're going to say quest NPC dot quest prompt dot enabled is equal to false, just so that it's like not in your face and stuff. So yeah. So then we're going to say question GUI, or quest, not question, quest frame dot quest text label dot text. We're going to set all the text. So let's say, so for me, I'm going to say this. You guys can set the text to whatever you want. You can set this up however way you want. The whole point is you just need to pay attention and see how I'm doing it, and then you can adjust the text to whatever you want. So hello, let's say, would you like a quest? Question mark, right? Then we're going to say quest GUI dot quest frame dot choice 1 text button dot text is equal to yes. Quest GUI.questFrame.choice2 text button.text is equal to no, right? Then afterwards we will enable the Quest GUI so that the player can make their decision. Then we're going to create 2 variables first. Connection 1, this has to do with what I was talking about with the end function. So connection 2. So we're going to create 2 variables. Then we're going to connect them to the functions, and we can disconnect them later on. So connection 1 is equal to quest UI dot quest frame dot choice one text button dot mouse button one click connect function close parentheses enter, right? Then we're going to set some text. So we can just really copy and paste this, save ourselves some time. Control C, Control V, right? So the quest label text, you're gonna set this to, whatever the next part, because I mean they accepted the quest. So we'll say all right. Yeah, let's say all right. Head over yonder. Head over yonder. That's nice. Spell yonder. Yonder. You'll find an old man that needs to be eliminated, right? Then for the choice one text, you will say, all right. And then since this is really like, since you've already accepted it, we can just have the, two dots and stuff, because like, there's not really anything to really do, with like, I'm pretty sure you guys understand what I'm saying. So then I'm gonna set up the second connection. So I'm saying connection two is equal to quest UI dot quest frame dot choice one text button dot mouse button one click connect function close parentheses enter and stuff, right? So then you're going to simply say quest UI dot enable. This is pretty much when you like, you say all right, and so if you like, you're ready to go, go on the quest. So disable the UI quest events fire server in quotation marks quest comma, and then you obviously got to specify what the quest is. So we'll just say quest one comma, and then you're starting, and then what's going on. You're starting the quest. Then I'm going to put that there. So boom. And then you can re-enable it. So the prompt. So quest NPC dot quest prompt enabled is equal to true, right? You're gonna skip two ends. Yeah, we're gonna skip two ends. This is line 38. Okay. So then after the two ends, I'm going to say quest. I'm set up a function quest UI dot change connect function, pretty much like if the quest UI is disabled. So we'll say if quest UI dot enabled is equal to false, which means no longer visible. Then I'll simply trigger the end function one, and I will add connection one and connection two and stuff, so that it'll disable it, so there are no like glitches or anything. Then after that, we'll set up connection three. Let me make sure that this is in the right. Yeah, okay. So then I'm gonna say connection three is equal to quest GUI. Yes, quest GUI dot quest frame dot choice two text button mouse button one click connect function close parentheses enter. If you're confused, this is pretty much this was the second choice when you first started. Like when you approach the old man and he's like, "Do you want a quest?" This would be you saying no and stuff. So in case anybody was confused, so yeah. So then we would go up here, Control C, copy paste that, Control V, right? And then you would just say like, I don't know. And then you would just say actually, sorry, you wouldn't say anything. My bad. You wouldn't say anything. You would just simply, yeah. So just copy and paste this part. Control C, Control V, and then you would just make it so it's no longer visible, and that the quest prompt is re-enabled. So boom. Then after connection three, we will go here, and you'll say else if quest type is equal to reward one, which pretty much means you completed the quest, right? So you're returning for your reward. So then come copy and paste this. Control C, Control V, right? And then we will set the text to a thank you message. So you say like, thank you for slaying the enemy. The enemy here is your reward. They'll get some coins and stuff. And then you would just set this, you would set both to just like dot dot dot, because like not really anything else to say and stuff. And then regardless of which one the player clicks, it'll simply just end the whole, like it'll just disable the UI. So then set up some more connection variables, connection one, connection two, then set them up. So connection one is equal to quest UI dot quest frame dot choice one text button dot mouse button one click connect function close parentheses enter, and then simply just going to say quest UI enable is equal to false, and then you'll trigger the function. So end function, then send over both connections. Now you may get some errors like in your output while you're testing and stuff. That's just like depending on what you're doing, it may say like, oh, so and so. Let me think. oh, so and so, like there is no connection, like for a function or something like that and stuff. But as long as everything is working fine, just ignore it. The errors are simply just because if you like choose one option before you like early on in like the stage, like if you choose something like early on and stuff that changes something else, it may like, you know, throw an error and stuff because technically like it doesn't exist and stuff for like the other connection. I hope that makes sense. If not, don't worry about it. I think you'll be fine. So then you're just gonna copy and paste this, Control C, Control V, then obviously set this to connection 2, and then change this to choice 2. And then yeah, from there we're done with the local script. We can now move on to the server script. Okay, so head on over to server script service, click the plus icon, insert a server script, rename that script to quest script, in parentheses put server. Right, then we're going to delete print hello world. Let's go ahead and create two variables. First, create a variable for the quest event. So we'll say is equal to game, the replicated storage, await for child, quest event. Then create a variable for the quest giver or quest NPC, whatever you want to call it, is equal to workspace, wait for child, quest giver. Then we're gonna set up the initial function. So we're gonna say game.players, that player added, connect function, in parentheses put PLR, which is for the player who joined, enter. We're gonna create a variable called quest status. This is how we're gonna keep track of the quest status. Like if a player currently has a quest, if they have a quest, it'll say in progress. Once they complete a quest, it'll say the name of the quest. Like it'll say quest one, and then that's how you'll know like okay, like they're supposed to receive the reward. So we're going to say is equal to, this is going to be a string value, so we know which specific quest, so string value, parented to the player, quest status dot name is equal to quest, my bad, quest status, then quest status dot value is equal to nothing by default. Then we're going to really copy and paste this. We're going to create coins value, just like show you guys how to, people always ask me this every time, I always ask how to give rewards, so I'm just going to show you guys how to give rewards. So just create coins value, control V, control V, control V, and of course this would be a number value, my bad, number value, and set its value equal to 0 by default. Okay, then for this function we're going to say quest event, or sorry, not quest event, quest giver dot quest prompt dot triggered connect. We're gonna have the checking on the server side. So then PLR short for the player who triggered the prompt. Enter. Then I'm gonna say if player dot quest status dot value is equal to blank quotation marks, which means they do not have a quest. Then you're gonna fire their mode event. So fire client singular to that specific player, comma. Then you're gonna put quest. Then quotation marks start. You probably want to specify like quest one and stuff, but that's for you guys to, you know, do, not me. So then I'm gonna say else if player dot quest status dot value is equal to, we'll say quest one, so that we know it's completed. Then you would fire their mode event. So fire, same, it would be the same thing. Only difference is you would put quest one, so we know that like okay, they're supposed to, or sorry, not quest one. You would put quest, and then you would put comma, then reward one, right? And then you would go ahead and give the player the reward. So you would say player.coins.value plus equal to whatever, however much you want, plus equal to 100. Then player.quest status.value is equal to blank quotation marks, so nothing. Then we're going to set up the function. So we're going to say quest event dot on server event connect function, in parentheses but PLR to serve the player, comma event type, comma arg1, comma arg2 serve for argument 1 and argument 2. Okay. So then moving on from here, let's scroll down. We're going to set up an if statement. So if event type is equal to quest, right? So then enter. You're then going to say create variables. So first be quest type, which is equal to argument 1. And then we will have quest action. So it's equal to argument 2. So, oh, my bad. So that should be arg2. That should be, hold on, quest type, and then this should be 2. So quest type is pretty much just like the number and stuff, like quest 1, quest 2, quest 3, and quest action is like what's going on, starting, ending, reward. So yeah, well, I guess ending and reward are pretty much the same thing, but yeah. So then we're gonna say if quest type is equal to quest 1, so the specific quest, enter. Then say if quest action is equal to start, right? Then enter, then you're going to set their status. You're going to update it. So player.quest status.value is equal to in progress. So that you know quest is in progress. Then you're going to set up a function, workspace dot enemy dot humanoid dot died connect function close parentheses enter, and then once it's died, then you'll know that like okay, it's over with, over and done with. So quest status dot value is equal to quest 1, so they collect the reward. So quest 1, and then boom, just like that, guys, we are done. Let's go ahead and test to make sure this works. As always, if you guys want access to any one of my scripts or models, you guys can become either a channel member or a Discord subscriber. Link to either one of those options can be found in the description. Highly recommend that. So as you can see, we have our coins value at the top and our quest status. Right now it's blank. We have our enemy, quest giver. If we walk up to interact, press E, boom, the UI appears. If I press no, it disappears. And so like I said, this is the errors you're going to get. The reason it's giving you this error is because, right, notice how we created like connection variables and stuff, right? And we're connecting to the functions and stuff. But all I did was decline it and stuff like that. I didn't make it this far. That's why it's, oh my bad. That's why it's giving me errors and stuff. So yeah, so just ignore that and stuff. You guys are perfectly fine. So press E again. Hello, would you like a quest? Let's say yes. Then the text will update. All right, head over yonder. You'll find an old man that needs to be eliminated, right? So if I do that, if I like press the second thing, nothing will happen. However, I go back, you guys see how like it keeps restarting and stuff? That's how it's supposed to be and stuff. If you didn't include like the whole disconnecting and stuff, it would like save it by mistake and glitch like and stuff. Like it would glitch, it would open certain things, not open. The whole point is it would glitch and stuff. So yeah, so because you need to make sure it's in sequential order. So let's say yes. So let's say all right, head over yonder, you'll find an old man that needs to be eliminated. All right. So something was supposed to happen. Something did not happen. Okay. As you can see, my quest status is still the same. That is very, 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 very strange. Okay. Um. Okay, let's see. So we fired it to the server side quest, and then. Oh, I see it. My fault, guys. Okay. So. Okay. Go here, right? So quest. This sorry. This is supposed to be. What the fuck? Wait. What the actual fuck was that? What the hell? Bro, I gotta be tired. I don't know what the hell I was doing with this. Oh my god. Okay, guys. So make sure you do the quotation marks like this and then throw a one at the end. I don't know what I was doing right here. Okay, that's my bad. But yeah. Okay. So, okay, let's go back. Yes. Open up the player. Quest status. All right. Boom. There we go. Now it says in progress. Okay, so now quest in progress, right? So if I switch over to the server side, this is just to show, like, demonstrate how, like, if the enemy dies, then we'll get a reward. So go to the humanoid, set its health to 0 to simulate, like, if we killed it, boom, right? Notice how quest status is updated to quest 1, and I don't have my rewards yet, but if I go over to the quest giver, interact, boom. Thank you for slaying the enemy. Here's your reward. I got 100 coins, and my quest status returned to normal, and then boom. So click that and then interact, and then I can restart the whole process all over again. So yeah. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, definitely leave a like and subscribe. If you enjoyed this video and you want more videos on quest systems and stuff, just let me know in the comments and stuff. Hope you guys are having a great school year and all that. Hope everything is great with everybody. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you for watching.